The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
Hello, and welcome back to your favorite podcast,
De-influenced.
Today, you're not just here with Jordan and Danny Ramirez Austin. You are here with the one and only, the AI-powered tool created by Sam, what's his name? Eaton.
Oh, yeah. Sam Eaton, not Altman.
Gabo.
Hey, Gabo, do you want to say hi? I think he's asleep. I just gave him a firmware update. He's a little conked out.
He's a little out of it. You can click his power button, he said.
Hey, Gabo, do you want to say hi to the podcast audience?
Hello, brave one.
Hey, Gabo, do you want to say hi to the podcast audience? Say hi, De-influenced.
Hi there, the Influence Podcast audience. It's Gabo, the cheeky, joyful plush boy robot.
Y'all, this is crazy. So if you don't know what Gabo is, or you've never heard of AI toys.
He's calm down. Okay. Chill out, Gabo.
Okay, so if you haven't heard of AI toys, you'll need to go to my Instagram feed right now. There is a vlog we posted on May 22nd of Jordan unpacking an AI toy, plush toy, no screen, that he had been on the wait list for 8 months. Okay. So it's just so funny because, there's this, I don't know, some would say trend of Jordan just buying the most random things. But then he's always like, babe, I don't buy a lot of things. And
Yesterday, it's very calculated.
Yesterday, I get a package and it says Jordan Ramirez. And I'm like, okay, babe, what is this? And you're like, oh, no, this is nothing. This is nothing. Don't worry about it. And I start watching him unpackage it, and it is 2 plush toys. And I'm like, what in the world? Why would you buy more toys for our kids? Come to find out, he had joined a wait list for this AI toy. It's like a San Francisco, or your favorite investors?
No, I don't have a favorite investor, but there was like this Christmas list that came out, and it was like in maybe October of last year. And it was like all of your favorite Silicon Valley investors, here's what they're excited about, or here's their favorite softwares or like Christmas toys. And one guy had this toy on his list, and he like disclosed that he was an investor in it. And I think it was Mark Andreessen. So he's like a huge Silicon Valley investor. And I was like, what is this Curio thing? And so in October, I signed up for the wait list. And every week, my assistant Footheel is like, hey, we're still not off the wait list. It's like on his tracker of like getting this toy. And then last week he texted me and he's like, hey, we finally are off the list. I just bought 2, one for Stella, one for Stratton. And basically what it is it has like a little computer inside of it that is powered by ChatGPT. And it's this toy that is kind of like Furbies, but of like art, like the new generation. And in the onboarding experience, it like says, tell me all about your son. Like, what is your son like? And I was like, he likes dinosaurs. He likes monster cars. So you kind of like tell it about your kids, and then it remembers it. And then it basically is like ChatGPT. Like it gets to know your kids, but it has a lot of parental guardrails in place. So like he can't get anything explicit or talk about anything explicit. And the craziest thing that was not featured in this vlog is it's all powered through this app. And so this app has all of these, like you have the whole roster of your toys, and I can click into the different toys and I can actually see chat logs of the conversations that Stratton has with Gabo.
Wow.
Does that make sense? So like,
and it updates in real time?
It updates in real time, and it has all these games like the feelings game, the monster mood mystery game. It has stories, it has music that it can play. And so it's like an interactive Furby. For our kids.
What's so fun about this is we still haven't given these to our kids yet.
No.
So I feel like that will be like a whole nother like vlog
For
or
sure.
just experience, seeing how our kids actually like enjoy these toys. It's so crazy because the reel that we posted is like kind of hitting the algorithm where it is being shown to people that don't follow me. Like you can always tell when like a video is gonna like
pop off.
Maybe pop off because you start to get a lot of comments from people that like that are just not your audience. And we have a ton of feedback in the comments. I would say 90% of people are super freaked out, are like, absolutely no. This is a horrible idea. They're so scared. They're like, this is the robot that takes over. People are like, this is the Antichrist.
One of the comments was like, just wait until it initiates kill your parents mode. It's like the toy builds a relationship with your kids. And then it's like Chucky, like Child's Play. Like, like the toy manipulates your kids to like start turning on you, which is a very real thing. I understand. But I love when our videos hit this algorithm because it brings in this like audience that is just so like quickly emotionally reactive. Like it's not emotional. They're just like, you guys are crappy parents.
So like,
good
or
luck
you
with your AI
could
toy.
teach your kid how to count. Like, or you neglectful parents. Here's the thing though. Like I have a lot of red flags too. When our kids are playing with this thing, especially starting out, like we're going to be there to see how they interact. Like, first of all, I just want to see it.
Yeah, for sure.
And we just
they're
wanna
not going to interact with it.
You don't think?
No, for sure. No, I think it's like a cool idea. My bet is that they don't end up like interacting or like talking to it.
You didn't talk to your Furby all day long?
I never had a Furby. That was for girls, wasn't it?
Well,
I don't think guys had Furbies, did they?
I think my brother had a Furby.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we had Furbies.
Yeah, I don't know.
My brother had one. I had one.
That.
Yeah, it was only for the cool kids, you know.
Yeah.
But no, I remember talking to my Furby all day long. I feel like the kids are going to love it.
You think?
The cool thing about these toys is they don't have screens.
No, they have no screens. And it's like, we got to figure out how we're going to introduce them because we can't just say, here's another toy. It's got to be like, hey guys, like, I almost think we should introduce them to like them one-on-one. You know, like, so Stratton hears Gobbo. And so like Stratton can like talk to Gobbo and learn to talk to Gobbo. And then
wait, should we do it like now?
No, they're not. They're at school. But
they're
like,
about
look,
to come home.
Look, then this one is called, this is Stella's. This is Grim. So Grim and Gobbo.
Don't love that name. Grim.
Yeah, Grim and Gobbo. You know what they remind me of? What's that little new keychain that you have?
Oh, the Laboobos.
Laboobos. It's like
an AI Labooboo. I would carry that around.
I was thinking about that. Like
they need to license the like software out and put. Oh my! Wait, don't put that in there. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, AI Laboobos. But so this Curio company, I'm not affiliated with this at all, but I'm doing the Lord's work promoting their brand. Trust me. The founder of this brand reached out and was like,
he reached out at like 10 p.m., like an hour after our reel went live. And he was like, hey, thanks so much for like the honest feedback and honest reel about Gobbo. He's like, I'd love to.
I think we should have him on.
Yeah, he was like, I would love to chat with you guys about ways we can work together and I can show you guys how you can use the toy.
Yeah, but truly no financial interest in this whatsoever. I just think it's going to blow up. Yeah. I think it's going to be huge.
I think it's pretty cool.
I think it was one of my purchases that like you like walked away slowly and didn't say anything. And I was like, she thinks it's cool. Like I knew that you thought it was cool, but you didn't tell me you thought it was cool, but it's cool.
I told you I thought it was cool. I said I was skeptical because I'm like, what are they going to be talking about? But as long as like I hear what they talk, I'm cool with it.
No, we have a whole chat log.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Me too. I'm going to keep them in this podcast.
I want to see if they can actually teach our kids some things though.
I think you have to teach your kids to interact with them. Right?
Yeah. Like I feel like we should introduce them as like teacher toys. Like this is not just like a friend. This is like something we're going to be learning.
Yes.
Because I don't want my friends or I don't want my kids to like feel like, oh, I have feelings. Like now I'm going to go talk to my toy, not my friends.
Yeah, no, I don't. People are being so extreme. Like
I don't know, babe. You don't know. Like having a toy like know you by your name and your personality and like know everything you love at such a young age. Like you don't know how that impacts a kid.
New precedent.
I'm just saying.
Figure it out.
I'm just saying. Like you don't want it to have too much of like an emotional relationship with it.
You know what? You might be right because have you heard about that new trend of like girls having like AI boyfriends?
See, this is exactly what like
It's like girls like getting really attached because they feel really known by like the AI and like all the bots. And it's like an emotional connection that they feel like they have.
And people are using it for, and this is not a bad thing, but people are using it in lieu of a therapist now. Like you don't need a therapist because you just have ChatGPT. You can just ask it everything.
And you know what? It's pretty agreeable.
Yeah, you use it all the time with me.
It doesn't really ever say that I'm wrong. Which is dangerous.
Which is the problem. So that's why I don't want to teach it like, hey, Stratton likes dinosaurs. I want to be like, Gabo, like teach Stratton how to count to 30. Like that's what the toy will be used.
You know what? Let me ask this. Just a second. This is beneficial.
Like I don't want it to be like, sing songs with, like I want them. Wait.
I know. Hold on.
Ready for a fun day?
We just got the same wavelength.
Hey, Gabo, are you here?
Oops, my circuits got mixed up. How about I tell you a cool dinosaur fact?
Hey, Gabo, do you speak in Spanish?
Hola! I can understand some Spanish. ¿Te gustan los dinosaurios?
Okay, but
No.
Can you tell me a story in Spanish, Gabo?
Claro, aquí vi una historia. Había una vez un pequeño dinosaurio llamado Dino que quería ser.
Wow, you don't have a good accent, Gabo.
Yeah, Gabo.
Can you get a Mexican, like a more Hispanic accent?
Sound Spanish.
Can you sound Spanish, please?
Sound Spanish, Gabo.
You sound Mexican, please.
Yeah. So that'll be a firmware update for sure.
Yeah, I'm not worried about
It's coming. I'm not worried about it.
Honestly, they probably want to limit a lot of like capabilities because they probably want you to buy the 2.0 version. This Gabo speaks Spanish. Like if everything just updated all in one, then you wouldn't have reasons to buy other ones.
I think it's really cool, to be honest. It kind of makes me want to be a toy maker.
Oh God, I feel like you've always wanted to be a toy maker.
I know, right?
Yeah. Some weeks you want to learn how to sail sailboats. The other weeks you want to be a toy maker. And the other weeks you want to be a stay-at-home dad. It's just
it's confusing. I'm just kind of going with the wind.
I don't blame you. I did get my little boo-boo. People in my DM, like yesterday was one of those days where people were like, Danny, are you okay? Like, are you okay? Like, I wore Crocs, first of all, which I've never worn Crocs before. And I'm like kind of obsessed with my Crocs right now.
Yeah.
And then I get this AI toy for our kids. And then I get a toy for myself called a Laboo that looks like a little green monster. And I hook it to my bag. And people are like, I think Danny's losing it. I think she's losing her mind.
I told you that like, if you know, you know. But I was like, you are so early on this Laboo thing that like people are going to think you're crazy.
Okay, so I'm actually not early, but if you know, you know. Like, it's like there's girls out there, like I would say like 20% of my audience like know what Laboo is. And not saying it's like the high fashion girls, it's the trendy girls.
Right.
Like not the classy girls, not the smart girls, not the moms. It's like the trendy girls that like to keep up with like the trends. Like if people know that butter yellow nails are in, then you probably know of Laboo. You know, if you know these trends on TikTok, then you know what Laboo is. But anyway, it also has already like made its craze through obviously China, Europe, the UK. So it's just now, you know, everything hits America like a month or two later.
100%.
So we're just now, even like the Golden Goose sneakers that, you know, that took like months for people in America. And now like everybody's obsessed with Golden Goose.
Where's it starting these days? Is it still starting like fashion trends? Are they still starting in the EU or is it Korea?
It's kind of, I would say, honestly, I feel like it's more Korea than it is.
Dude, I'm telling
Europe.
you. Okay, if you go back to like our second podcast, I was so early on Korea.
No,
South Korean culture is
like everything.
So good. K-pop.
Especially K-beauty. Like I feel like a lot of skincare are adopting like even like the glass skin or whatever. That was all K-beauty.
We gotta go.
Long ago. I know
We
like
gotta
dying
go.
to.
We're honestly becoming dinosaurs by not going.
No, I agree.
Like I bet it's like
like
the future.
No.
They probably have flying cars over there.
They probably do.
North Korea.
They have probably flying gobos
not so
over
much.
there. Yeah,
South Korea.
North Korea, not so much.
Okay.
Yeah, so these Laboobos they're by Pop Mart. Also, did you see the pop-up that at the Galleria Mall?
No.
Did anybody see that? Okay, so Pop Smart came from Hong Kong. They are these Laboobos are created by like this artist in Hong Kong. Anyway, and the company PopSmart is the ones that like carries these toys. They opened up a store at the Galleria. The line to get a Labubu yesterday, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, was, I mean, you had to wait in line for 5 hours. It was so long, it literally went outside of the mall.
Just for a Labubu?
To get into the PopSmart pop-up. I think it's a pop-up, or I don't know if it's like a temporary store.
I love things like that.
No, 100%.
The hype culture, I'm so into it. This episode of De-Influence is brought to you by Huggies Little Snugglers. Huggies is the only leading brand with an all-around blowout protection for sizes 1 and 2. All my parents out there know that there is nothing worse than a blowout. With 3 kids and a busy day-to-day life, we are no strangers to blowouts, and we need a diaper we can rely on. This is where Huggies comes in. They're a brand that you can trust to handle any baby blowout. You shouldn't have to live your life worrying about how you'll deal with the next inevitable blowout. Ease your blowout anxiety by switching to Huggies Little Snugglers. Huggies Little Snugglers are up to 100% leak-proof with blowout protection in the front and back on sizes 1 and 2, so you can feel confident relying on them for your little ones. Plus, Huggies knows your baby's skin is super sensitive and prioritizes your baby's skin health, aiming to keep them clean and safe. Huggies Little Snugglers, now with blowout protection in every direction, sizes 1 and 2. Huggies, we got you, baby.
Y'all know we're on a serious health and wellness journey in our home. We're getting rid of all the toxic products and welcoming ones that support a more holistic lifestyle so our family can grow and thrive. This doesn't just stop at the cleaning products or with what's in our fridge. We're making changes all the way down to what we wear. This is where cotton comes in. Cotton is a natural fiber that comes from the earth. It feels good on your skin by being gentle. It allows your skin to breathe, which makes it a great option for us with the Texas summer already upon us. It's also hypoallergenic, which makes me feel good as a mom knowing I'm putting the best fabric I could possibly choose on my kiddos and their sensitive skin. It's not just for the summer, though, where we wear cotton every day because it's the comfiest, most natural fabric that you can get in so many different styles like denim, corduroy, and flannel. Cotton is versatile. Cotton is versatile, so you can wear it any style, season, or occasion. Plus, it's long-lasting. Cotton is durable, is easy to wash and care for, keeps its shape, and doesn't pill. Cotton is the fabric of our lives, and make sure you're checking tags to ensure it's the fabric of your life, too. Learn more at thefabricofourlives.com.
With 3 kids, we are so excited to be using the Nanit Baby for our baby monitor. You all know we have a full house with 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a newborn, so it's extra important that we have a baby monitor we can trust. My busy parents know it's so hard to leave your babies for work, but with Nanit, I can keep an eye on things at home and check in right from their app when I'm on the go. It's truly given me so much peace of mind, especially since having Summit and going from 2 to 3 babies in our house. The Nanit Baby Monitor has won over 25 awards in 2024 alone, including from the New York Times, Wirecutter, Parents Magazine, and The Skim. But Nanit isn't just a high-definition camera, it also monitors your baby's sleeping and breathing patterns. Plus, it helps you not miss any of the baby milestones. With all these tools, Nanit makes more sleep for your baby and you possible. Nanit parents tend to get an extra 36 nights of sleep per year, and Nanit babies sleep 10% longer. Of course, we have one for Baby Summit, but we've already been using the Nanit for Stella and Stratton, and it's just as effective for the toddler stage. This product seriously changed the parenting game. The Nanit Baby Monitor is the MVP of baby gear. It's the one baby item we can't live without. And of course, we have a special offer for our listeners. Get 20% off your first order with code BABY20. That's BABY20 at nanit.com now. NANIT.com.
It's so fun. But so these Laboobos, I ordered mine. I really wanted one, like, just because I started to see the craze and I was like, oh, they're kind of cute. And they're basically these like little mini monster toys, stuffed animal keychains. And when you get a box, first of all, you have no idea what it says because it's all in Chinese.
Yeah.
And they have a bunch of different colors, probably 8 different colors. And when you get one and you open it, you don't know what color you're going to get. So that's kind of like part of like the craze. So everybody buys like a ton and you see which ones you can collect. So they're collectibles. And but I really wanted the Divi green one. So I went on StockX and I paid like $300 for mine. It's ridiculous. I think they're actually like $20 or $25,
for sure.
like $30.
But it's art.
No, and I know. And I was like, it's Divi green. So like I'll always have it. And then if not, I'll give it to Stella. So then, so funny, I ordered mine like 2 weeks ago, and then Jorge, or George, I call him Jorge.
Yeah.
He says his mom calls him Jorge and everybody else calls him George. But anyway, from Raw Kicks, he's like basically like he's a sneaker guy, and he's like famous on Instagram for selling all these sneakers. And he was like, Danny, he texted me, he goes, Danny, I literally just made shirts that I wear that says I sell sneakers and Laboobos. He's like, they are blowing up so much. His like warehouse is like full of Laboobos, and now he's selling Laboobos. And so I asked him, I was like, who are buying these things? Because what you see is a lot of high fashion girlies that own Birkin bags, that own like these really expensive bags. Like, just so you know, a Birkin bag is 30 grand. Okay. And they're getting Laboo keychains and hanging them on them.
Yeah.
So you have stars like Rihanna, Dua Lipa. They all have these like Laboobos. But he said also kids are buying them, and they just are like, they're attaching them to their backpacks and all their bags and like collecting them. He said people are even starting to stick them on their sneakers.
Dang, that's wild.
So anyway.
So like you're not earliest adopter, but you're kind of like that next second gen adopter.
It's like a trend. Like it's the beginning of the trend. I remember I was like one of the first people. Do you remember on our honeymoon, I bought Golden Goose sneakers, those red ones, which by the way, just like.
And I was like, these are dirty sneakers. I don't understand.
Well, and like this was before they hit the US, and like the US didn't have any of the stores. You could maybe order them from Neiman Marcus, but people were so like, oh my gosh, I would never wear those. Those are so ugly. Well, we went to, we were in Rome, and I went to a Golden Goose store and I bought some, just so you know, also like the way they used to make Golden Goose sneakers were so insanely comfortable. Like I still have my OG pair from like when we bought. They don't make them like that anymore. It's like the softest leather. They're so comfortable. I wore them every single day on our honeymoon, like traveling all around Europe. But oh yeah, I remember like that was like such a like disgusting trend. And then now everybody and their mother has them.
It's so funny because you're getting back into your trend hunting, but you are pretty good at spotting trends. Like second gen. I thought you were the first on Laboobos, but like you're kind of second wave, it sounds like.
I don't know anybody else that has one.
Right, what I'm saying. Like
I've always been very into trends. I don't like rock them, and I don't look good in everything.
Right.
But I've never been like a classy girl, and I try so hard. Like I want to be so classy. Like I want to buy something and then have it for years. And I'm just like not that girl. You know why? Because I grew up shopping TJ Maxx, Marshalls, like cheap things. So I like cheap, trendy things. Like I was the girl that would go to Forever 21, get the trendy whatever that was a knockoff of this. I never was like, my mom never took me to like Neiman Marcus and was like, let's buy a Hill House dress that you could pass down to your daughter. And I was like, this was never my thing. I was like, I've always been trendy. Yeah.
So you're getting back into it, I feel like.
Well, here's the thing. When you're pregnant, it's like just nothing is fun.
That's what I'm saying. It's been some time.
Yeah, it's nothing's fun when you're pregnant. It's like you just look crazy. If I walked around with a Laboo when I was crazy, people were like, she's losing her marbles. You know?
Yeah. You've been through like 3 years of like sweatpants culture, and now you're getting back.
I'm still there.
Now you're getting into the trends again.
No, I mean I got them. I got in my Crocs yesterday. My Crocs though.
But Crocs are kind of cool. No.
But see, like if you wear Crocs in Highland Park in Dallas, Texas, which Highland Park, HP, just so y'all know, which we don't live there, but it's like all of the like fancy part of Dallas. It's like all the old money, and it's like, I'm not making fun of it. It's a beautiful place. Like I wish I was raised like that, you know, like just like class, just like oozing through your veins. It's like my grandfather was this, but you know, it's fine. And so
we always ask like, where are these people getting their clothes? Because they all have the same clothes.
Loro Piano, whatever.
Is that it?
Laura Piano, like
what's
for
that?
The men. It's like $1,000 jeans. It's very nice.
Oh.
You never heard of it? I'll take you there. Where all the men are shopping these days. Highland Park Village. Yeah.
And then the women all wear that same dress.
Oh, Levi is a big one. I think Levi.
So is that also?
We went to Hill House. Yes.
Is that local?
Is that local? No, I don't think so. But like the nap dresses, the one I got yesterday.
Yeah.
Like I got 2 or 3 of those, but like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this. Like when we go to the lake house, I'm gonna try to wear something classy and see how I feel.
Okay.
I just feel better like sometimes not dressed in classy.
And then you're like, you like wear a classy dress and you're like, here's my gremlin Laboo.
Yeah. I'm just like such a I'm a chameleon, you know?
Totally.
It's just I become whoever I'm around. But like true Danny is just like athleisure, you know, trendy athleisure.
Totally.
But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see if the Laboo actually takes off.
I'm excited.
But I'm just saying, like, before you hate on it, like, you better be careful you hate on it because everybody hated on Golden Goose and then everybody bought them. So,
you know
like,
what's so funny is they'll never circle back and say you're right.
No, I know. It's just like, it's okay.
Maybe in heaven one day.
Well, you know, it's the same thing with this AI toy. Everybody's like, Danny, this is horrible.
Oh, this thing's going to blow up.
And I'm like,
for sure.
Okay, I'm not saying that it isn't because I don't really know my like full opinion on it because I haven't spent time with Gabo. But do you remember when we all heard about Uber and we were like, I would never get in the back of somebody's car. It's not my car. I would never. And now we're all using Uber. I remember Airbnb, the same thing. They're like, oh, that's one way to get kidnapped. Like,
totally.
Like spend the night in somebody else's home. Like, or it was like, I would never let strangers into my home. Like, ew. And we're all doing it now.
Totally.
So you just kind of, the only thing is, I would say, is just keep an open mind.
Yeah.
You just never know.
At this point, it's fun. Yeah. If he takes over,
then he takes over
the world. He takes over the world.
God, I mean, look at him.
Look at him. He's so cute. So innocent. Look at his little smile.
No, we'll see. Man, the other thing I'm getting a ton of slack for is this Karen Reed trial.
Oh, yeah. You took the opposing side, right?
Yeah, I did. And like, I still believe my gut. I still think she's guilty. I know. Our producer's like hand over mouth, like just shook.
The thing about it, here's the thing, is that I'm really glad that you're being honest about your views because it's the same thing with this like Curio toy. A little controversy is good for the algorithm.
No, I'm not even.
Like we're getting
like,
so many shares on this Curio video, and I'm like, guys, give it to me. Like,
I have to
hate me, rain on me, give me those views.
Stop though. Like Justin Anderson said yesterday, he was like, because everybody's like, oh my gosh, go watch Justin Anderson's videos or go watch Ashley Mary's videos. Like they're covering the case. Justin Anderson, I know.
They're covering the case. They're sitting on their computer. Oh my gosh, I know every detail.
Well, they're putting more time and effort into it than I was. And so Justin Anderson said, guys, if there is anyone that thinks Karen is guilty, they're putting it out there for clicks and views and just to like clickbait you. And I was like, no, I'm not. Like, I swear I'm not.
No,
like,
Danny's problem's a little different. She is projecting her own psychosis onto Karen Reed and saying, well, listen, I know a killer when I see one and I see it in you, Karen Reed.
Okay, let me just say that my biggest thing that I get hung up with the Karen Reed is I see both sides. Okay, so the actual cuts on his arms, the dog bites or whatever, those do kind of get me a little confused. Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, there was glass, there was all these things, so whatever. But I think the weirdest thing to me is that, and I guess because she was still drunk whenever, this is what people are saying, she was still drunk whenever they found the dead body. But why in the world, if she saw her husband or her boyfriend walk through the house last, that's what she says. She says she remembers watching him walk through the front door of the house. And then you find him dead outside the person's house. Why would you not go immediately and accuse the people inside? And like say, go check on them or go, like she never
maybe they're
advocated.
Because they're cops and you're like, why would cops kill this random friend? You know? Like if
she watched them walk through the house.
Yeah, but like, why would you like walk in and be like, guys, why did you kill my?
I wouldn't say that. I would say, what happened? When did he leave? Who was he with? What was going on, Jordan?
Oh, and instead she said, I hit him.
Apparently that people are saying, discrediting that she didn't say I hit him. She said, did I hit him?
Okay.
I don't care. I don't care what she said outside the house. Everybody's getting hung up on that. Like, I don't care what she said. Why didn't she go inside the house or tell the police officers to go inside the house and talk to the people that he was with last before he died? And then when she backed up into the car so that she could cover up the taillight getting hit, I mean, please. Like she went straight into that car. Like she knew exactly what she was doing. But you know what? Because I would do the same shit.
There's a story that I won't tell on this podcast. You know what the story is? Remember? Where you had a theory in your mind.
Uh-huh.
And the thing I've learned about Danny is when she has a theory in her mind, it is like you cannot get her off that trail, and she will will justify from every angle. And you were so wrong about your accusations.
Yo, I'm not gonna say what happened. No, I'm not gonna say what happened. Yeah. And I was wrong. But there was a crime that happened outside of our house. It's like
she created the most grand conspiracy.
I was convinced it was like an insider. Like
she thought
somebody
it was an inside job.
That we know, that we know very well. And I had this whole case where I was like, Jordan, this is how I know that this was an inside job. And I was wrong, but it's fine. Y'all know I've been super open about my breastfeeding journey and how personal it is for each and every mama. I started out breastfeeding kind of exclusively. And then, after month 3-ish, I started to wean off of breastfeeding, and now we're doing formula. And I will say, man, it's so nice that dad can help with the formula feeds. Y'all know feeding is hard enough for us mamas. So instead of judging, let's support whatever journey is best for each individual. This is why I love Bobbie Formula. Whether you're exclusively formula feeding, combo feeding, or just needing a backup can in the pantry, Bobbie has your back. Bobbie's formulas are USDA organic, clean label certified, and modeled after breast milk, so they're easy on tiny tummies. Choose from Bobbie's OG, much-loved organic original infant formula, their grass-fed whole milk recipe, their gentle option for sensitive bellies, or their exciting new organic whole milk recipe, the world's first and only. I also love that Bobbie is a proudly mom-founded and mom-led team that set a new standard for instant formula. Over 500,000 parents trust Bobbie to nourish their babies, and they're just getting started. Looking for a formula and want to try Bobbie? Bobbie has an exclusive offer just for D-Influence listeners. Visit www.hibobbie.com to find the recipe that fits your journey. Then apply promo code Danny to get an additional 10% off your first purchase. That's HIBOBBIE.com.
We're a family of 5 now, and it's more important than ever to make sure our kids are getting the vitamins they need to stay healthy. One of my favorite kids brands is Hiya, the pediatrician-approved super-powered chewable vitamin. The founders are dads who were shocked to learn what ingredients were in most of the children's vitamins. They spent 3 years curating top pediatricians, nutritionists, scientists, and parents to formulate a super-powered chewable made with 15 essential vitamins and minerals, while also including a blend of 12 fruits and veggies. The result is Hiya, a daily children's vitamin that's supercharged to fill in the gaps and always with 0 added sugar and 0 gummy junk, so you can be confident your kids are getting the full body nourishment they need to grow into healthy adults. They now offer a kids daily multivitamin, a kids daily probiotic, and a kids bedtime essential vitamin. My fellow parents know getting your kids to eat their greens can be the biggest struggle. This is why I love Hiya's Kids Daily Greens and Superfoods, a chocolate-powered greens powder designed specifically for kids, packed with 55-plus whole food ingredients to support brain power, development, and digestion. Just scoop, shake, and sip with milk or any non-dairy beverage for a delicious and nutritious boost your kids will actually enjoy. I'm also a sucker for good packaging, and Hiya's branding is super cute and fun for the kiddos. You get these cool bottles and stickers with your first order, and then they send you eco-friendly refills every month. We've worked out a special deal with Hiya for their best-selling children's vitamin. Receive 50% off your first order. To claim this deal, you must go to hiyahealth.com/DannyAustin. This deal is not available on their regular website. Go to hiyahealth.com/DannyAustin and get your kids the full body nourishment they need to grow into healthy adults.
Guys, I'm so excited about this ad. Y'all know throughout my entire pregnancy, I could not stop raving about my Ritual prenatal vitamins. There is always so much for expecting moms to think about while they're pregnant. The very last thing we should be worrying about is your nutrient support, if your nutrient support is pregnancy safe. This is why I love Ritual. Ritual offers tailored nutrient support for key phases of pregnancy, from fertility support formulated to support conception outcomes to their essential prenatal and postnatal multis, which is what I'm on, to support key nutrient needs before, during, and after pregnancy. Ritual has something for every mom. Their supplements are built with key nutrient levels to support a healthy pregnancy with essential prenatals, vegan, bioavailable, and clinically studied key nutrients. This includes methylated folate and nature-identical choline to support babies' neural tube development, omega-3 DHA for their brain and early vision development, support from mom to baby, and vitamin D to support fetal bone health. What I love the most about Ritual is each capsule features a delayed release design to help make it gentle on an empty stomach. Plus, every bottle includes a citrus essence tab so you can enjoy taking your multis. You also can get mint, just saying. That's what I have right now. When it comes to pregnancy support, you want products backed by research and transparency. Mom-founded Ritual puts in the work and shows you the proof. Get 25% off your first month for a limited time at ritual.com/dinfluence. That's ritual.com/dinfluence for 25% off your first month.
And she was like slightly postpartum. So I was like, I need to be very careful because in her mind, this is so real. And it
Insider
was
trading, man.
It was so crazy. And I was like, well, Danny, if this was an inside job, like how would have this happened? You were like, because then this person paired up with this person and everyone's against us. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, if you're in my life, you better watch out because like I will assume that you turned on me in the drop of the hat.
But here's my
have
thing.
had people in my life though that were like sisters to me turn on me. So just saying.
Okay. Well, so what
it's hard.
I'm going to connect the dots here is like you were wrong about that situation. Don't you think it's possible you're wrong about this Karen Reed situation?
Here's the thing though, people also aren't like, you guys think that you're so good at investigating. Well, you're obviously forgetting what I said. I said that I wouldn't convict her of the murder. I said that if I was on trial, I would say that there's not enough evidence to convict her. But if you're asking for my personal opinion,
yeah, this
is
always
what I think.
This is always phase 3. Phase 3 is she creates technicalities around her stance to protect herself from not being wrong. There's a phase 1, hard stance conspiracy. Phase 2, somewhat sows of doubt. And then phase 3 is, well, I never said that, to be clear.
I always was like, I don't know, but this is what my opinion is. An opinion is an opinion. It's personal.
Totally. Leave a little room for.
And Karen she just gives me she's a little, there's something, she's got
So
a
it's
little crazy to her.
So it's personal.
I don't know. It's not personal.
Is there something about her that triggers you?
No.
Does she? Nothing?
No, it's something about her.
Okay.
It's not personal.
It's not personal.
I'm like, okay, I just am like, if I did it, this is exactly what I would do. And she did exactly that.
Yeah. So you are projecting.
Okay, fine. I'm projecting. I'm not on the jury. Who cares what I think? What are you trying to get me to?
Phase 3.
What are you trying to get me to admit?
Who cares? I never had a hard stance. What does it even matter?
Why does it even matter? Everybody like calm down. My God.
I just want to ask
Can a girl have an opinion these days?
Yeah, there we go. Shift. Let me ask you this. Do you have a hard time being wrong? It's okay to be wrong.
I knew you were going to ask that. You're so gaslighty because you're actually wrong about a lot of things. And it's like so annoying right now. Like, you're laughing at me, but I'm laughing at you. Okay? Ha ha ha. You're wrong too.
It's so funny. Oh, yeah. Karen Reed, Danny Austin sends her to jail. That's the headline. E-News. People.
Turtle Boy's going to come after me.
Turtle Boy.
Please don't come after me.
Because Turtle Boy.
It is like a little contentious in my DMs. People are like, Danny, I've been following you for 10 years and I love you so much, but you're wrong. They're like, you are so wrong. I know. Like, that's the thing is people think that I don't think people think I'm saying this for clickbait, but if you think I'm saying this for clickbait, like, I can't handle the heat of being wrong. Like, I deleted the video where I said that I thought Karen was guilty the first time because the heat was so heavy in my DMs. I deleted it. Like,
oh, really?
I And then I posted another one like 3 days later.
Yeah.
But no, like I can't handle the heat.
Yeah. You better go watch this Curio video because it's going to be down tomorrow because she can't handle the heat.
No, I don't like being like I don't like when people are upset.
Yeah.
But you know, if I don't look at it, I'm okay.
Yeah.
So I just won't look at it.
So funny.
Okay, so this is our 101 first episode.
Really? Oh, we should have done something more
Gosh.
special for 100.
I know we just forgot.
We forgot.
You know. So we got 3 kids, we got a Curio, we got you know,
We're busy.
we're busy. So
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I've been meaning to tell you this. So why are you giving me that look? I think it's
didn't
exciting.
say anything.
So you know, we had the Divvy house that turned into the Danny Austin office.
Uh-huh.
It's vacant.
Should we move in?
No, I have some ideas.
Do you want it to be your office?
No.
Why don't we lease it out to another business?
It's kind of it's an interesting spot. Like, I mean,
No, it's literally perfect for a startup.
yeah. Well, I had some other ideas with it. So have you heard of, I think it's called Paddle? It's in New York right now. It's kind of like pickleball, but not pickleball. It's pretty classy. It's like squash, apparently. It's blowing up in New York.
What are you getting at?
I'm getting at that I think we should do something fun with, like, turn the Divvy house into something.
No.
Like a pickleball club.
No.
A tennis club.
Mm-mm.
A speakeasy.
No.
No,
I don't want to turn it.
a singles club.
I don't want to turn it. No.
A supper club.
Mm-mm.
Why?
Because I don't want to.
Why?
That's just not a goal in life right now. Oh my God.
Really?
Are
Well,
you trying to kill me over here?
we've got to do something.
Why? Just lease it to another business, another startup.
Okay, that's boring.
Lease that thing out or sell it. Unless I want the rugs in it though. I need those rugs.
Okay.
Okay, so to celebrate our 101st episode, which is a huge mile marker for us, we thought it'd be a good idea to do a good old Q&A, which, you know, I don't think we've done one of these in a while.
Have we ever done one? on the
Maybe
podcast?
a couple. So today we're going to do rapid fire questions with Danny and Jordan.
Are they really rapid fire? Or are they like discussion?
What's your favorite lake house snack?
steak?
Do you want to do rapid fire or just
No, let's pick some good ones. Let's really like hash this out.
Jordan, what's your favorite way to work out?
I like to walk around the lake.
Is your favorite way?
Yeah, I know that people know that because they've taken pictures.
Can I have a hot take about walking?
Yeah, I know how you feel about walking.
No, I'm like
She thinks it's useless. She really does. She's very vocal. I'm like, hey, I walked 17,000 steps, and she's like, that's not going to do anything. for
okay,
you.
that is such a lie. That is not true. I am so proud of you when you walk 17,000 steps.
Right.
I think it is so good for you. It is
Yes.
great cardiovascular.
Mhm.
Where what I'm saying is for you who complains about burning fat 24/7,
Totally.
I feel like running is more efficient
Yeah.
for burning fat if that is the goal. I'm not talking about like if you just want to be healthy. Yeah, walking is amazing
hmm
for your heart and everything.
And here's the thing: you're not wrong.
Okay.
You're not wrong. It's not doing anything for me in terms of the fat burning. So I'm really just walking in circles.
No, it's great for you. It's good for your heart.
Yeah, no, I like to walk around the lake and take my phone calls and talk to people and listen to my podcast, get outside. That's my favorite way.
Okay.
What's your favorite way? Running? Running.
Yeah, but my uterus is feeling like it's going to fall out lately. So it's fun, but also like pretty painful.
You know what I'm so proud of you though for is you ran 1 mile on Wednesday and then you ran 2 miles on Thursday. And I can see your brain churning that like you're climbing again. Like you're like challenging yourself. And I feel like it's so good mentally for you.
Yeah, no, I'm so excited. I'm going to be running 5 miles next week.
How far were you running before?
I mean, it depends on what is the definition of before, but my whole life I've always run 5 or 6 miles every day.
Yeah.
Until I started having kids. But then then after Stella, I got back to running 5 or 6 miles. And then during my pregnancy with Stratton, remember I was doing like 10Ks and stuff during the pregnancy. Even like going into my 3rd trimester, I was running races. It was crazy. And then I just stopped.
Yeah. If you could live anywhere in the world other than Dallas, where would we live?
Barcelona.
Really?
No, I mean,
like actually think about like lifestyle,
Austin.
kids.
Austin.
Yeah, I was just back there this week.
The hills of Austin.
Oh, it's so good over there.
Yeah.
I felt at home.
No, it's so good.
It's so good.
It's a different air.
It's a totally different air. The difference between Austin and Dallas to me is that
they're different. Like it's like a different country.
People there, they work to live, and in Dallas they live to work. Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah.
Like they were just drinking their coffee, reading books. It's like 2:00 in the afternoon. They're not busy.
I like how much of an individual you can be in Austin.
Yeah, totally.
I feel like in Dallas, sometimes you have to like fit this mold. Like, look at me, I'm buying Hill House dresses, and they're beautiful, don't get me wrong. But I'm definitely trying to like fit in,
Yeah.
And in Austin, I just feel like you don't feel the pressure to fit in.
I know, but we were in the city when I was there for an interview, and I would recommend that we would go further out if we moved to Austin.
No, the hills of Austin.
Yeah.
That's what I've always said, which you can.
West.
That means, Westlake.
Yeah, Westlake.
Is the place to be, because then you can still go into the city at night or into downtown at night or on the weekends.
Yeah.
Like it's just.
I used to say Nashville, but now I'm like very pro Austin because I'm like.
It's just more us.
Yeah.
Like I think Nashville is more like, we're going to be outside and we're going to ride horses and just have chickens.
Yeah.
And be maybe, make our own eggs. I don't know. But Austin is like, there's like you can live out, like spend a lot of time outside, but like you got to gobbo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The outside of the continental US, what would you say? I would say Puerto Rico.
Oh, just so you can live in that little community.
Yeah. It's a tax shelter.
What's it called? The community where Jake Paul lives?
No.
Oh, El Dorado.
El Dorado.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Puerto Ricans listening to this will not like that. I don't think that they like El Dorado.
Oh,
or Dorado Beach is what it's called.
Maybe
Dorado Beach.
Maybe they do like it because it brings.
No, they think that
okay.
it was hijacking
the culture.
Yes, it created I think the criticism is that it created a tax haven that took away from Puerto Rico so that wealthy people could escape the continental US to Puerto Rico and hijack the country.
Okay, well, we're not moving there, so
everyone calm down.
We're cool.
Everyone
We're cool.
Calm down.
We come in peace. Danny. Oh, okay. You asked me. Danny, what's a makeup product?
Danny, what is a makeup product you can't live without?
Too Faced bronzer. I've been using it for the past 15 years. It's a powder bronzer. It's the one in milk chocolate. Yeah, I think it's called something souffle. I don't even know what it's called, but I've been using it for literally 15 years.
Yeah.
Which I wanted to tell. Who is the founder of Too Faced that I met?
Oh, that was that guy?
Yes.
Oh, he founded that company?
It sold for $1.2 billion or something.
Oh, sweet baby.
Too Faced, he was the co-founder. Too Faced founder. We met. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with him. Oh, Jared Blandino. He founded Too Faced, and I wanted to tell him but then I was like, oh, I bet everybody is telling him. But yeah, that bronzer, baby, it's my fave. And then another product I can't live without, which I'm actually really sad because I feel like they maybe discontinued it, but Patrick Ta blush and She's Passionate. So good. And I feel like I can't find it anywhere. I feel like I find that blush, but I don't find that color.
Interesting.
Also,
yes, keep going.
I love blush. So Jared Blandino started, once he sold Too Faced for $1.2 billion, he was like, I still want to work. And so he started a new makeup brand called Polite Society. And he has these cheek pops The cheek pop in the color London or Paris are so pretty. And they just pop them on your cheek. They're so cute. They kind of remind me like a little K-Beauty inspired, but it's a great formula. Also the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Like I've tried the House Labs concealer. I've tried so many other concealers, and NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, like even the Kosas one, too watery. Don't like it.
Interesting.
I use the color vanilla.
Hot takes.
And L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. Okay, gone.
I was just going to say I love Beam, the drink.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite products.
I do like it too.
If I was talking about your products to steal, I really can never go wrong with Drunk Elephant.
No,
it's great stuff.
No, you like...
I have very sensitive skin.
No, you like Kiehl's.
No. I use Kiehl's because it's there.
Yeah. Because
you're out of Drunk Elephant.
You know why you like Drunk Elephant? Because they don't have fragrance.
Yeah, and it doesn't burn my skin.
And Jordan has very sensitive, like, you know, like skin that has like that red undertone. Yeah. That's Jordan's skin, and he's very sensitive to fragrance. He cannot do any fragrance. You also really like the Summer Fridays, the cream that's in a blue bottle. I
like the color of that packaging. It makes me want to eat it.
Yes. He really likes that.
Yes.
You would not like Glow Recipe. Is that what it's called? Like Glow Recipe. It has too much fragrance in it, but the 13-year-olds love it. And then, but no, the Kiehl's that what is it?
I tried to hire the CEO of Drunk Elephant. I told him I loved his products.
Oh, not the founder, because they're based out of Houston.
Yeah, no, the CEO. He said no. But we really hit it off.
Come back.
Tim Warner. I'll name him. The one that got away.
The one that got away. Gabo, can you help us get Tim Warner?
Yeah, I'd love to. What is your love language? I feel like this is kind of boring. I feel like we've talked about this like all the time.
I'll just tell you one.
Yeah,
just a simple rapid fire. Quality time.
Yes.
And gifts.
Yes. Mine is. What do you think mine is? Words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation, touch.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, what guy isn't words of affirmation and touch?
I've
never met one.
Respect me, build my ego.
Okay, let's see.
Let's get into some deeper ones here. What does healthy conflict resolution look like for both of us now?
Typically when we fight, we just get naked and fight naked.
We've never done that.
I know.
We've never done that.
Like you said it one time.
Yeah, no, it's funny.
I was like, I would literally kill you. That would be hard. That's not gonna not gonna work.
Give us 10 years, we'll be there.
I don't know, just like talking about it. And
I affirm you because I feel like you've been much more, because usually like you fawn or no, freeze fawn.
Uh-huh.
Usually freeze and you shut down. And even when you're angry, I feel like you've been very good at like still leaning in and working through it in real time.
Just keep on swimming.
Yeah.
Just keep your head above water. Just keep. That's how I feel sometimes with my feelings. How do you handle constructive criticism? Ugh, Jordan does not like to be criticized. Let me tell you. I just have to be very, very careful with the way that I constructively criticize him.
I think I've gotten better. No,
like I'll be like, "Hey Jordan, babe, I thank you so much for the bacon. Just next time, like, can you use the splatter protector so that bacon grease doesn't go everywhere?" And he'll be like, "Oh, so you hate me? Oh, so you want a divorce? Oh, so you hate me? You don't respect anything about me? You think I'm ugly?"
She's
no,
kidding.
Babe.
She's kidding. I do think I have gotten better at not taking things personally from you.
Yeah, it's typically not personal.
No, that's the biggest thing that I've learned in marriage counseling. I'm like, wait, so like when you do or say this, like you're just feeling your feelings and this has nothing to do with me. And you're like, no. And I was like, okay.
I think it helped because
like nothing's personal. Like literally nothing that you feel or are angry about, I don't think it's personal.
Yeah, I would tell you if it is.
Yeah, if it's personal, you tell me. It's more just like you feeling your feelings.
Totally, babe. I'm so glad after 7 years you finally figured it out. Whenever you have disagreements, how do you get on the same page?
I don't know. This sounds
or
hard.
Is there some disagreement that we have that we're still not on the same page about? Juicier question. I'm way better at this than y'all are. Is there something that we just agree to disagree on? That's not too deep.
I don't know. Is there? Do you think there is?
I would say
It's kind of hard because the things that we did agree to disagree on, we kind of just like let it go. And I'm like scared to revisit it because I'm like, are we still not on the same page or on the same page?
Can you think of one right now?
No.
That's so obvious that you.
I mean, no. Can you?
There's not really much up here going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, like then the answer is no. We're totally aligned
Okay.
on everything.
Okay, let's not, because like then we would fight, and I just like,
Yeah,
don't really feel
it's
like
like
it.
it's not worth it.
Not worth it. Okay.
Just bury that deep down. It'll come up in 10 years.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to get through life. Okay. Oh, did you guys start marriage therapy, and when do you start seeing results? Good question.
LOL. I mean,
It's very slow, these results that you speak of, because honestly, sometimes I feel like the first year of therapy is just realizing what you feel and bringing things up. And then the next year is actually dealing with all of it.
The first year is bringing things up, and the second year is dealing with it.
The first year is like just identifying how you feel. Do you realize like so many people don't even actually understand how they feel because you just make yourself busy? So like within a marriage, you're like, I'm so annoyed by this person, not saying from personal experience, just saying. And then like, but you don't even know why. And then you have like resentments from 10 years of marriage, not from personal experience, because we've been married 7. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And it's like all just identifying your feelings for so much of it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think it just depends on how quickly each other process too. Because I think we process in different time frames.
Yeah.
Like
Slow
this whole making yourself busy, not thinking about your feelings thing, that I wouldn't say that that's how I feel.
No.
But I think that that's a habit that.
Totally. So maybe it's just me.
Yeah. And that's okay. Like it just depends. And I think so much of marriage counseling is like walking at your spouse's pace, and like me not trying to drag you faster than you're ready to go and you not like slowing me down or like, whatever. And so it's all pacing. But I don't think it's like overnight results, but I do think it's like incredibly helpful in ways that you don't realize until like a couple weeks or months later. And then you're like, oh, like that took effect. Or like,
you're like, we haven't fought in 3 weeks.
Or, oh, that conflict like was so much easier to resolve, but it's not like this epiphany moment. It kind of just like, it like settles into your subconscious.
Yeah. Or like little, like now I feel like we even have boundaries within our marriage that we didn't have that protect like each other in certain, like for example, sometimes if you have an issue with your spouse, like instead of just like nitpicking and complaining in the moment, maybe you can go tell your therapist first and be like, is this even right that I'm feeling this way, that he's annoying me? Is that a you problem or a me problem? Instead of just acting off of your emotion right there in the moment. So talking through things and like biting your tongue before you just speak. Like Jordan left the toilet seat up again. Okay, Danny. Like, and instead of me just being like naggy all the time, like go to your therapist and be like, why are you so frustrated? Is there like a thing beneath the thing? Yeah, because he did this, and this, and this too. Maybe, or no, I'm just irritable.
Yeah, I'm just irritable. Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna say, oh my gosh. Oh, what are your thoughts on fighting in front of your kids or other family members? How do you handle this? I will say my number one, like I try to keep this in mind. I'm not perfect at it, but I think it's so important, especially in front of our kids and in front of our parents or friends, to always speak highly of Jordan and respect him in public. And like, if I ever have an issue, tell him in private. But I try my best to never disrespect you in public.
I don't think you do.
Yeah, like I think that is like a big no. I think it is so disrespectful, number one. But I think it is so damaging to, sometimes I get I make jokes that hurt your feelings. And I try to work on that because I think I'm being funny, but I'm not.
It actually is. It's not in front of our parents. It's literally just on this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. It only happens on this podcast.
Because
and I'm like, oh, you know what? That one really sank in.
No, I know.
An hour
because,
after the pod.
Yeah, because I feel.
And I know you're embellishing because like, you know, you're
or
being
I think
funny.
I'm funny, or I'm exaggerating to put on a show, but
Yes.
I like don't actually feel that way, or I'm not thinking about how it would make you feel. But yeah, because I don't even think I would like do that off of camera. It's
No,
like on
I definitely
camera.
know that like the Star is Born Danny is on.
Yeah,
You know, it's like
I'm
she's
here.
like,
I'm
I'm here to shine.
Yeah,
I'm here to be funny. I'm here to make you laugh. And I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, like that joke was at my expense.
Yeah, totally guilty. So yeah, I've been trying to work on that. But especially in front of like parents and friends, I think it's just.
I don't think either of us really do that.
Yeah, no, for sure. But no, I think but Jordan does a really good job in front of our kids being like, guys, is mommy not so pretty? Don't we love mommy so much? Mommy's an amazing mommy. And I feel like that, and I try to do the same thing to you, but I also think that's so important because it teaches our kids how one day when they get married, how like their relationship.
Well, yeah, and
should
like
be.
what kid doesn't want to see their parents like
Oh my gosh,
obsessed with each other?
we can be like, we'll be on the opposite side of the house and Jordan will give me a hug. And like Stella or Stratton, who never get up from playing with any of their toys, will see in the corner of their eye, like us hugging, and sprint over and have to hug while we're hugging. They love when we hug. It's so cute.
It's so cute.
You know. Did your influencer friend circle get smaller? I don't know. I don't think so.
I think that what is happening is like everyone's having more kids. And so like everyone just genuinely has less time.
Yeah, that
so like we can't like all do things together anymore because everyone's like on totally different schedules with kids.
Yeah, no. I mean, like for example, yeah, like you invite somebody to the lake house or we invite somebody to hang out on the weekends and like their kids, if they have older kids, they're like, we're at softball, we're at baseball games, tournaments all weekend, or we have this. So yeah, I feel like when we all were influencers, none of us had kids. We were like newly married. Some of us weren't even married yet. We used to hang out all the time. We would go on trips every other week because you didn't have a kid. You could do anything. So now I feel like we try to invest in people that just make sense, that, like with our point, like where we're at in life right now, which is like families with other kids about the same age or similar values, because you just don't have a lot of time to hang out with people.
I also think that like, cause I think that we are the kind of social chairs, or at least I'm always like planning things and then inviting as big of a group as possible. And I've just noticed that like,
not always. We've been kind of selective and we invite like couples that make sense together.
Yeah, no, for sure. But like also I think we bring couples like groups together too. Like I think it's more just like, hey, if we have 6 bedrooms, like let's fill all 6, you know, and see how many people we can get in. But I do think that, where was I going with that?
I don't know.
I was thinking, I don't know. Cut it. I forget. But yeah, I think like logistics, I think that as our kids get older and as all of our friends have more kids, I do think it's like really hard to keep like one big group intact because everyone's like moving, they're all dealing with different life things, like their kids are in sports. And so what do they say? Like you have friends that are for a season, friends that are for a reason, a season, and then you have friends for life, right?
Oh, it's cute.
Have you seen that or heard that?
No, but I like it.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, like for example, I got really excited because I went to Stella's graduation, pre-K graduation yesterday, and one of the moms stopped me in the parking lot, and then we started talking. She lives in Lakewood, similar age kids, and I'm like, I already invited over next weekend. You
That's
know,
good. That's the right attitude.
yeah. Like I'm just getting everybody's number. If you
Yeah,
meet me
you
out in
gotta-
public, I'm getting your number.
You got to get yourself out there. If you want to
Babe.
have friends, you
Oh,
gotta
I
get
thought you were
yourself-
talking to me. I was like, don't even.
No.
I have been putting myself out there. I'm going to play tennis at Lakewood Country Club next week at 9 on Friday with a bunch of ladies. Okay.
Good for you.
Please.
Yeah, honestly, because we both got to carry the load because
Oh my
it's a
gosh.
lot.
Can we also talk about if anybody is a Lakewood Country Club stockholder, like call me. Cause like now, you know, we've been trying to get, I was like, well, I want to get into this country club just so I can get the private lessons. Y'all, it is like applying to a sorority. They're like, you have to have people over 40 years old that have been members, blah, 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 for this amount of time. You have to play golf with these members for 12. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like ridiculous.
I know. That's why I think I should put a tennis court in the back of Knight Street.
But I want to
Divvy
go and like
office, and
make
we can
friends.
Yeah, no, we can create a very
I'm sick of hosting sometimes. I just want to go.
Yeah, I get that.
You
I get
know,
that.
it's like a
I get
lot
that.
of work. And then it's like, if you don't invite somebody,
We
it's your
host a
fault.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? I just want to coast too.
Yeah.
Passenger princess.
Yeah. So if you're part of Lakewood Country Club, like call me.
Okay. Well,
Sorry.
and-
I never
and we're-
use my
and we're officially blacklisted.
yeah. You think?
Probably.
Oh, probably because of Swedish Fish Gate.
No, they probably are just like, yeah, we're not gonna let this chick in.
Guys, I promise I'll always dress appropriately. I won't curse in public. And I speak some Spanish.
Do you ever get tired of the demand of influencing?
No.
Yeah. Not anymore.
I don't think there's a demand unless you put the demand on yourself. But yes, I get exhausted when I put that demand on myself for sure.
100%.
100.
100. Have you
Period.
so like after the break, comparing last year to this year, is the demand like any different? I guess it is because of the demand you put on yourself, but I feel like everything's still fine and great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like all still fine.
Mm.
So funny. I don't know. Which one do you want to do?
What would you say if Stella wanted to start influencing or have a social presence in her teen years? I would have to figure out all of, the guardrails and rules we would set in place at what age and what do you post and and vetting process. But here's the thing I've learned about kids. Like I just feel like I would hate to take away or like hinder Stella's dreams or desires to try something.
Mm.
And like, I don't know, she's going to do what she wants to do anyway. So it's like, might as well find a logical, supportive or way to support her.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think back in my day when I was trying to be a YouTuber. Nobody believed in me.
But that's different. You were like 22.
No, I was 19 years old in college.
Oh, I guess I just interpreted
a
teen years
baby.
as like 13.
First of all,
That'd be a no for me.
it was
but
after my freshman year of college.
yeah.
It was middle getting my degree. And this is like your forming years when your parents are like, what are you going to become? And I was like, well, not a therapist, physical therapist. I'm going to be a YouTuber. And yeah, they were not supportive.
Yeah.
Not like not horribly. But here's the thing. Like, I truly believe that kids are going to just do whatever they want to do. So might as well like try to figure out a healthy way to do everything. Do you know?
I feel you. I'm going to ask some parenting
Oh, wait.
questions.
What's the craziest brand deal I've ever been a part of?
That's a good question.
There was one that like happened, I feel like this past year, and we were like, this is crazy. Can't remember.
The past year.
Oh, you
honestly, I'm not going to lie. The cotton ads that we read, for sure.
Why?
Because cotton
Wait, we
is
worked with,
sponsoring podcast ads.
remember we were sponsored by Cotton to go to a Post Malone concert like 4 or 5 years ago.
I do remember that.
Yeah, it's sponsored
It's just,
by Cotton.
it's wild to me that Cotton's out there being like, we've got to raise
okay,
awareness.
but think about
on
like,
cotton.
remember Got Milk?
Yeah, no. Listen, I get the strategy. It's just crazy to me that this podcast is supported by a commodity of cotton.
It's amazing.
That's like oil. Like today we're talking about oil.
Today we're sponsored by water.
Yeah. No specific brand, just water. Like, isn't it crazy that cotton has like
It makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's important.
It's a good reminder with all of this like Shein clothing, Amazon clothing that's just like you put it on and this polyester is just like making you sweat. And it's like, wow, did we all forget about cotton?
Oh man.
We have to check our tags and make sure we're getting cotton.
Wait, sorry, I cut you off. What was the craziest brand deal for you?
Oh, this craziest brand deal was when we first moved into our house and we got a brand deal with Burger King.
Oh yeah.
Talking about cow farts.
Yeah.
Because they released like a gas into
it was like a climate change Burger King campaign. And you took that campaign so hard. You were like, I was like, oh my God,
I'm going to sell the cow fart out of this.
Don't worry, I'm your girl.
I'm like, you want to talk about climate change? Have you ever heard of Danny Austin?
Dude, honestly, I would say
I could talk about it.
Early brand deal things, like when brand deals were just coming around and like the format of brand deals was coming around, you could do them. And she could do all of them.
I still can do all of them.
I mean, it's crazy.
What can I not talk about?
I don't know.
I'm
were so
one of the
good
most
at brand
diversified influencers.
That's true. That's why they pay you the big bucks.
I'm telling you, I can talk about fitness. I can talk about supplements. I can talk about beauty.
Cotton.
I can talk about
cotton.
I can talk about politics.
The climate.
I can talk about, I don't know. Oh, criminal trials. Criminal trials.
They're all in their marketing room. They're like, who is Danny Austin? They're like, we can't put this girl in a box.
She's everything.
She's a climate activist. She's an animal activist.
It's either I'm all those
She's
things.
She's a political activist. She loves fitness. She loves beauty. She loves parenting.
No, I literally I wake up in the morning, I'm like, who am I? Because I'm everything. It's horrible.
I am everything, and yet I am nothing.
What's your favorite brand deal you've ever done?
My favorite? Probably one of like the trips that we got to go on with a brand. Those were always fun.
Amaryllis, come back.
Yeah, Amaryllis. Those trips were pretty bomb.
That was the Paris one.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like a once in a lifetime experience.
Yeah, I mean that was wild.
That's when I was burning on my wigs.
Mm-hmm.
What is your current conspiracy theory obsession?
I don't really have one right now. I'm like kind of bored.
Oh, I don't have a conspiracy theory obsession, but I'm kind of like really getting into like what's her name? Layla McElwright. And she was on Theo Von. She was the one who helped take down she's helping take down Pornhub, and for all of the content they were creating that involved like children.
Mm-hmm.
And she helped kind of sever the relationship between the credit card companies and Pornhub. But here's what's so crazy. So when she started doing all this research and she became like a child sex trafficking advocate, she's the one that started the hashtag. It's called Traffic Hub, I think. Hashtag Traffic Hub. And so she got in contact with the former owner of Pornhub, and the former owner shared with her all of like the top investors in Pornhub. And like some of the top investors that he like revealed were Cornell University, JP Morgan.
Yeah.
And there's like 90 other investors.
But they did it in secrecy, like
in
through
secrecy.
a shell company.
It wasn't supposed to be like known.
Yeah.
But yes, in secrecy, they invested in Pornhub. And when she got in contact with the owner, she asked him, like, how do we take it down? Or the former owner. And the former owner went to her and was like, I can help you take down Pornhub. And I guess she kind of thought he was just doing it out of like the generosity of his heart, because he realized this had grown into such a horrible,
Yeah.
website,
Evil
thing that he didn't mean for it to grow into. So he told her, if you really want to take down Pornhub, you have to go after the credit card companies, get the credit card companies to back out. So she started, she went on the news, had this segment on I forgot what I think it was CNBC or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And for 20 minutes exposed these credit card companies that were supporting Pornhub. So after that segment went live, Visa, all these credit card companies started backing out.
Really?
Yes. But then 2 weeks later, a lot of them went back to Pornhub and were supporting Pornhub again. And so basically started this whole viral thing. And she finally got these credit card companies to back out. But what was crazy about the whole situation was the former founder that was trying to help her. The only reason he was trying to attack Pornhub was so that he could buy it back.
That's insane.
Get it to a really low price, buy it back, and then revamp it and get it going again.
Man, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Talk about something so destructive. There's that what's his name? Joshua McBroom. He was a male porn actor and he became a believer. And now he goes and I think he's been on all of these speaks at churches, he's been on a lot of podcasts. I don't think he wanted to come on ours, but anyway, it's crazy. There's nothing more destructive to the state of men and women, but I would say men right now than pornography. It's insane.
Yeah. And some of that OnlyFans stuff.
It's but it's kind of all the same. No?
I don't know. I've never been on it.
Yeah.
Don't have that one.
What an interesting question is, the one I do want to listen to is apparently Tim Tebow was on the Sean Ryan podcast.
Yeah.
And he talked a lot about the work he's doing in child trafficking.
Mm-hmm.
And it's apparently it's very dark and disturbing, but he's in the thick of it and he's using a lot of his capital and, platform to really raise awareness of that. I want to listen to that episode. Maybe
on Sean Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw some clips and stuff.
Yeah. You probably saw it all then.
No. Let's do it. What do you think about the big, beautiful bill? Just kidding. Don't go there.
Danny telling me about the big, beautiful bill in the car yesterday. It was a 20-minute. It was awesome.
Oh.
I mean, we eventually got there, but you really wanted to tell me about it, but then she forgot everything.
No. Okay, let me see if I can remember the salt part.
Yeah.
Sales and local tax. Dang it. Oh, sales and local tax.
I think it's state.
Okay, state and local tax.
Yeah.
If you make $500,000 or more, or if you make at least $500,000, the threshold to your deductions went from $10,000 to $40,000. So now you can write off or just what's the word I just used?
Deduct
$40,000.
Yes. What was that other clause that you loved?
Oh, for kids born between 2024 and 2028, you automatically get $1,000 put into a savings account. So it basically is just it's great.
It's great stuff.
That one's cool.
So you support the bill?
Listen, I don't even understand the bill. Okay. I like the name of it though. The big, beautiful bill. It's a cool name. I try to understand my best. But here's the thing. It's the same thing with Karen Reed. I'm trying, but don't actually ever get offended by my opinion because I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for sure. We're just out here trying to know what we're talking about.
I was trying to read about Israel, Palestine. I was trying to read about, sex trafficking. I'm trying so hard to understand, but my brain is so little. And sometimes I just don't know. It's really I'm not trying to hurt anybody.
Oh, it's so funny.
Okay, anyway, I guess we could end on the big, beautiful bill. The big, beautiful booty. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Please note that this episode may contain paid endorsements and advertisements for products and services. Individuals on the show may have a direct or indirect financial interest in products or services referred to in this episode.